Hey guys, Ryan here, and in this video I'm going to cover how you can download and install GNOME extensions in Ubuntu 22.04. So one of the biggest changes that recent releases of Ubuntu have made is that if you try and install either Firefox or Chromium from the Ubuntu repository, they're now going to be installed as a snap package. Now, from a security point of view, this would make sense, as one aspect of snaps is that they automatically update, and if I'm perfectly honest, browsers should always be kept up to date as they're now the biggest attack vector on any operating system. However, the downside of snap browsers is that it's no longer possible to install and manage GNOME extensions with them. But luckily, there is a perfectly valid alternative. Enter Extension Manager. This is a native tool that allows you to browse, install, and manage GNOME shell extensions on your system. More specifically, it will allow you to search for extensions from extension.gnome.org. This is where most of the extension will be hosted, and it also allows you to install, remove, and update these said extensions. In other words, it's kind of the equivalent that was previously available through the browser. So step one is to install Extension Manager. Although it is technically possible to install Extension Manager directly from the Ubuntu repository, the recommended method is to install it as a Flatpak from Flatpak. This way you will have access to any further updates to the application in the future, and also without waiting for the next release of Ubuntu. Now, setting up Flatpak will take you a couple of minutes at most, and really it only involves you just following the instructions of how to set it up for your distribution. Either way, once you've installed Flatpak support for your system, you need to open the GNOME software application and then search for Extension Manager. Now, this will typically be at the top of the results, but it's not to be confused with the similar application which is called Extensions. So step two is to use Extension Manager. Now, the interface of this application should be pretty straightforward. You have a Install tab at the top, and that will list all the extensions you've got installed, with the option to either enable or disable them using the toggle. You can configure the extension by clicking the gear icon, or if you press the arrow here and then click remove, you'll funnily enough remove the extension. But to install a new one, click on the browse at the top, and then search for the name of the extension in the field. For example, to install Caffeine, which is a popular extension to disable the screensaver and auto suspend, search for Caffeine and then press the install button. Now, one thing just to note as well, that when you search for a particular extension, it will actually tell you whether the extension is compatible with your version of the GNOME shell. Likewise, to remove an extension, click on the arrow pointing right and then click the remove button. Press yes to confirm. And that's it really. So Extension Manager is a fantastic application that, honestly, I prefer to use rather than using the old clunky browser method. Now, I will point out that functionality will be restored to the snap version of the browsers at some time in the future, as this has been accepted as a bug rather than intentional. But in the meantime, Extension Manager is your main option for extension management. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you did find this video helpful, then please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.